Well, hello, friends. Today we're going to be looking at Judges chapters 12 through 14. And chapter number 12 is finishing up the story about Jephthah, but chapter 13 starts the story of the most famous, perhaps, of all the judges thus far. It is the judgeship of Samson. Now, we have heard about the power and the strength of Samson. Most of us, when we think about that in our culture today, we think about Mr. Atlas and the bodybuilders and how strong they look and their muscles and so on. But I'm not so sure that's the case with Samson, because Samson's power did not come from a natural ability or workout, but it came from the Spirit of the Lord. Now, I just want to read a few scriptures for you. In chapter 13, verse number 25, it says, "And the Spirit of the Lord began to stir him." This is after he had gotten older, and anyway, the Spirit of the Lord stirred him. And then chapter 14, verse number 6, it reads, "Then the Spirit of the Lord rushed upon him, and although he had nothing in his hand, he tore the lion in pieces as one tears a young goat." So God gave him a supernatural power by the Spirit of the Lord. And then we go ahead and read chapter 14, verse number 19. And it says this, it says, "And the Spirit of the Lord rushed upon him, and he went down to Ashkelon and struck down 30 men of the town and took their spoil and gave the garments to those who had told the riddle." And so it was the Spirit of the Lord that gave him this strength. And I want to say to you, friends, that the Spirit of God will also give you and I strength and power to do whatever God desires for us to do. It's not by, Zechariah says, it's not by might nor by power, but by the Spirit, says the Lord. So that is why it's so important that we have the Spirit of God in our lives, because the Spirit of God does what we can't do. He will help us to accomplish the will of God. And so I encourage you, friends, to focus on having more of God's Spirit in our lives, and we can see mighty things happen. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.